What's good? It's William Christofero. Welcome to the Rolling Brain Podcast. And today we have Justin Behan on the podcast. Justin Behan, to my eyes, is an underrated skateboarder that I've known for years. And so today we will be talking about how he got into skating, and we will be talking about behind the scenes of certain video projects, skateboarding video projects, and we will be talking about his YouTube channel. So let's get into the episode. So, Justin, thanks for coming on.
Hell yeah, what's up, Will? How's it going?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you for having me on. I'm stoked.
Yeah, definitely good. So, for the people that don't know, we actually filmed this episode 4 days ago, and we actually I recorded it through Facebook and FaceTime. Usually, I do them through FaceTime, and so it didn't record the full conversation. I had the other video playing. It recorded the whole thing, and then there was just like 11 minutes of video. So
We got
Justin,
scammed.
what's that?
I said we got scammed.
Yeah, Justin helped me set up OBS, so now the podcast is going to be running better and differently. So thank you, Justin, for that.
No worries. Hopefully it's seamless from here on
Yeah,
forward. There's still some more things to tweak a little bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
definitely. Yeah. So tell us, how how did you get into skateboarding? When was like the first time you actually got onto a skateboard?
um, I mean, so there was always a skateboard in my garage. Like growing up, I always had one. It was like this blue cruiser board that I had. I wouldn't say I was like when I'd ride it like riding on like my knees or like going down the driveway on my ass or whatever. I wouldn't call that like me starting skating, but it was always around and I always had interest in it. But it wasn't until I was probably about 11 years old, however old you are in like grade 6 or whatever, so maybe 12. And my uncle, who's pretty much like my older brother, I've lived with him like my whole life until like we grew up. But he always skated, and he had like a real skateboard. He would like do tricks on the curbs outside my house and stuff. And I started like picking up on what he was doing. So I would see him skating, and then I also got an Xbox for Christmas one year, and I got Tony Hawk Underground, and that whole game plus my uncle skating got me into skating. And then just like being in school, elementary school, like a lot of kids were skating in my grade and like the years above me as well. So kind of just being surrounded by it in a lot of ways got me into it. But yeah,
That's cool. That's
yeah.
actually pretty cool. I didn't even know you got Tony Hawk Underground. We didn't say that in the last
I
episode.
know. I thought about it. Like I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, that game was like a big part of like why I got into skating. Like that game was so sick. Like they gotta make more Tony Hawk or just skateboarding games with that storyline. It was so good.
Yeah, it was definitely
Fucking
cool.
Eric stealing my footage of me flying over a helicopter, bastard.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah, not Eric Valentic. Fucking Eric in the video game.
Oh, I didn't remember that in the video game.
Fucking Eric Sparrow. But yeah.
Mm, nice, nice.
But yeah.
Cool. So that sparked you to start skateboarding, and
That
then
yeah, that's what that got me into it.
cool. And so I feel like I've known you for quite some time now, and I would always see you like behind the scenes pretty much with like Eric Valentik and Jordan Moss.
Mhm.
And so how did that help you like skate and just build video content, and how was it?
So yeah, like once I was, I'm officially like a skateboarder now at this point, and I meet Cole. Cole lives up the street from me, Cole Hacker, and he still lives just up the street. So I would see him skating on the street and whatever, and I became friends with him and with some other kids as well that lived on the block. Like shout out to Brandon Tizard and all of them. Like we were skating a lot, and then through Cole I met Eric, and Eric also just lived up the block, and they were in the same we all went to the same elementary school. I was only a few years older than them. They were in grade 5, and I was in grade 8 when I met them. But we all lived like on the block. So I met Cole, met Eric, and Eric was just, always really good at skating, had sick style, even as a young kid. And so we would be skating a lot, like at our elementary school, and we would bring out the cameras and stuff like that. I had like a high 8 camera that my dad had bought me for Christmas one year, and he had like this other little 3-chip camera. I think it was, at least. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a little handheld one, and we would just film each other and stuff, and then take all the footage we got from just skating around the blocks and the schools, the elementary schools, and take it to like Windows Movie Maker on the computer, and we would just make edits, like cheesy Windows Movie Maker edits, and just kind of learn how to edit videos from there. And then eventually I met Jordan Moss as well, because we started skating the McLean Center skate park, the MCC skate park, with like the metal ramps, right? And so, meeting Jordan and Eric were filming a lot together. I was always with them, so we'd always just be filming and making videos, and it was sick. And I remember one thing that me and Eric used to do specifically was Mike Schiffer. Shout out to Mike Schiffer. Dude had the best style. Wish he never stopped skating. But I would always ask, and so would Eric, we'd always ask Mike Schiffer for his clips that Chris Peroff would film of him, like on VX. And we would like, please, can you send us some clips so we have something to edit? Like, we're going to make some sick edits. Like, what song do you want to use? And then we'd make all these edits. And me and Eric would always kind of have like friendly competition on who could make the edit that Mike would like more. And sometimes I'd win, sometimes Eric would win. But it kind of helped us, with just editing somebody who was better than us, that was filmed better than the way we were filming, and just putting together like matching skating to the beats of music and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how it like started, at least. And then obviously growing up with them, it took its course.
Yeah, and so that's how you learn pretty much with like over here getting some footage with like from Mike Schiffer.
Literally.
Yeah, if anybody knows Mike Schiffer, drop a heart in the comments below. Mike Schiffer, a true legend. Yeah, and so would Mike like his edits? Would Mike like more your edits or Eric's edit, or it would like depend?
So a lot of times, and I think Eric would even back this up, a lot of the times Mike liked my edits more.
Okay.
Let's give it to Eric, though. He is the better editor. We all know that. Eric's really good at what he does. But back in those days when we were both learning, right? I remember, and Eric would always we would joke around. It was friendly competition, but we'd joke around like, Mike always likes your edits more. Like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'd pick like a better song or something that Mike was feeling or whatever. But yeah, at that time, it'd be both of us. It'd be either or. But sometimes I feel like it was actually not sometimes, but most of the time it was my edits that he liked more.
Yeah, that's funny.
I wish I still had those.
You don't have them anymore?
Nah, those are shit. Those would probably been like from 2006. Yeah, probably 2006. So 18 years ago.
Were they WMV?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's really nice. And so from there, did you guys go out like street skating, going skating at like other places after around like 2006 to 2008, 2009? Oh. Was that the era where you guys started filming for Finesse?
Yeah, for sure. Like I'd say like 2006, 2007 is when we started filming Finesse. I think that video came out in 2008, like end of 2008. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we started going skating street a lot, like going downtown Toronto and all the Scarborough outskirts spots and just traveling to wherever. It's funny you mentioned Finesse. I showed you this last time, but I gotta show you again.
I know it's so jokes because I feel like we had that's awesome.
It's reversed, but
yeah.
I still got amazing. The DVD. Look, there's still fucking. I don't know why, but I got 2 copies of it.
Oh, I want one.
Yo, you need one? I have
Dude,
2 copies of the video.
that's really cool.
But yo, peep the lineup in this video. Richard Gagnon, Bobby DeKaiser, Eric Valentic, Cole Hacker, Jordan Moss, Mike Tatarski, Kirk Harriott, TJ Rogers, and Mitch Donovan. Like, 2008, like, all these dudes in one video, full parts. Like, that's crazy, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's the video's online if anybody wants to go see it.
It's still
And
worth watching, even though we were, like, kids. Like, that video's really good.
yeah, I grew up watching that video too, and actually, I still watch it sometimes here and there. I watch the Bobby the Kaiser backsmith kickflip.
Yo, at the
And,
Commerce wall ledge,
yeah,
we put coping on it. Yeah, dude.
yeah,
That was such a sick part.
yeah. There's so many good parts in that video, and
Yeah, man.
Mitch Don's, Jordan, and Tatarski, Eli's coming.
Yeah, that part
The
was sick.
game, Kirk Harriott. What's your favorite part?
My favorite is probably TJ's part with the Bury Me
Yeah.
G, Young Jeezy.
Yeah,
I don't know, that part's still like, if like a random kid was coming out from Toronto or whatever and put out a part like that today, like people would be like tripping on it, be like, yo, who is this guy? Like, but that was all the way back then, you know, so like that's just how far ahead he was in those times, which is pretty sick.
yeah, he was definitely ahead of his time, and always wanting to get more clips and just to make it happen for himself. So
Yeah.
that's beautiful. We just got the Skate Mafia TJ Rogers boards
Oh,
at
really?
the board shop. Yeah,
I got mine on the wall right here.
yeah. You made a video about it,
I
right?
did, yeah. Just a little unboxing. I went and picked it up from Switch and filmed myself put it on the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. I feel like it could be interesting to maybe, if people are interested in listening to the other version that we did, maybe they can like get like I still have it. Like since it's like we've already done it, the
Mhm.
conversation is pretty much the same, but it comes out differently. So I feel like it could be cool. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe if people want to hear the other version, they can
True.
send me a message and I can send them the other version.
I don't
too.
know. I don't know if I'm that interesting to listen to 2 times, but if you want to.
Yeah, if people want to listen 2 times, well, you know, some fans from the Toronto area, we got 2 versions.
2 versions. But I feel like there'll be some things that are different in this one for sure. Just because my memory's like, you know, we've already done it, so now there's like, oh yeah, I should have mentioned that because like I didn't even think of that before. So not that I've like, I don't even know what you're gonna ask this time around, but I just know my memory's a little bit more jogged up this time.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like 2 versions is like always good. It's
So
like
do it for everybody. Give everybody a first one, like a little trial run. And
Yeah.
then like, all right, now this is the real thing. Now start remembering more stuff.
I feel like it's I already know where to go, but it's different, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it's still like really good, right?
Yeah.
But,
Same
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So tell us about that 50-50 on the bloor ledge from Finesse. Is that the only trick you have in the video, or is that?
Nah, I have like a few clips in the friend section. That was like my ender in the friend section, or like my last trick in the friend section. So I did like front shove TD8 and stuff, and like I have a line at this spot in Ajax. I don't remember what else I had. That might be it. But the 50-50 at Blur 7, that was, I don't know what I was thinking on that. Like I don't skate that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just a 50-50, so it's like once you're in, you kind of just ride it out and come out like a normal ledge. But that thing was tall, and if you guys, anybody, you've seen my skating. Like I don't really jump and do the big shit. A little bit more when I was younger, but not definitely not these days. I'm more like low to the ground, ledges and manuals and stuff. But yeah, I tried to 50-50 that ledge. Kirk Harriott was there on the sesh. Eric switch heeled it that day, I'm pretty sure as well. And I don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eric. I'm pretty sure that's the day Eric switch heeled it at least. And then I can't remember what Kirk did, but he was just like there, and Kirk's really good. He always jumping, so he like got me motivated to want to try something hard too. But for me, stairs was always hard. So skating the 7, I front shoved and half cabbed it once, but it just felt so long to me. I hate jumping down long stairs. So I was like, I'll just skate this ledge. It's a 50-50. What's the worst that could happen? So I 50-50'd it, and I did it, and I like put my hands down, and you can see it in the clip. I don't know if you're gonna be able to play the clip, but like I put my hands down, and you see me going like fuck when I ride away. So I tried to.
That's what you say. You roll your head.
Yeah, and I'm like fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so I'm like I gotta redo it because I didn't like the hands down, obviously, and that's when you see me fall. Even though the clip in the video plays the fall first, and then I 50-50 it. It was the other way around. Like, I fell after I'd already done it because I wanted to redo it. Because I don't know what happened. My foot just hangs up on, like, this rail that's on the end of the ledge. And I just, like, get tossed to my back. And to this day, one of the scariest falls I've ever had. I don't know how I didn't hit my head. But, yeah, that one was gnarly. Even though it didn't hurt that bad, it was more so just, like, scary.
Yeah, going like that, huh?
Yeah, because I was like, oh my god.
It's kind of high to go backwards and just be like.
It's like a 10-stair high ledge because it's a 7-stair, but that ledge isn't like, it's not a low ledge. Like, you have to really ollie onto it to get onto it. So I'd say probably like a 10-stair height ledge, like drop, I mean. But yeah.
I haven't seen like much people skate that ledge.
Yeah, there's only a few that I remember. I remember Mitch Barrett. He nose slid it, and I think Jesse landed either like back 5-0'd or back Smith did or something like that. I think it was back Smith, but yeah. As far as that, I don't know who else has done anything. Maybe if I had to throw it out there, I would assume somebody's done like front 5-0 or something like that. But I don't know if I ever saw that, and yeah, not much has gone down.
Okay, no, that's another ledge. I was like, wait, did Jimmy Jeffrey do like switch front nose? But
that would be insane. If anyone switch front
like
nose
some
that?
ledge. He does like Nolly Taylor switch front nose, some ledge in Detroit. I think some sort of. Yeah, I think that's something like that.
True. Yeah, if somebody ever switched front nose that Blue or 7 ledge, like that would be insane. That would be insane.
It's a big one, huh?
It's big, and it's just like. It's kind of narrow up there too, so your foot can go over, kind of like mine did. I think there's like up there. It's not skatable anymore, but like there's a planter on the other side, but your foot can still go over the ledge, and you get like just all tangled up with your feet, right? Kind of how it happened to me. There's a lot that could go wrong. So switch front nose would be buck.
It'd be something, yeah.
Yeah, doable. Definitely doable.
So from that place, from the finesse days after that, what would be like the video projects that you guys worked on?
So that would have been like after 2008, so like starting 2009, that would have been like I'd say more heavy on like when Jordan and Wade were doing Slub Bucks, which you had a part in. I just watched that part last night again.
Oh yeah?
I showed my girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, yo, take this in, like, because she didn't know, she knew I was going to be on your podcast. Yeah. And I was like, well, she doesn't know who you are or anything. I'm like, this is who he is, this is Will. And I'm like, he's fucking good. Like, he's not just some random skateboarder. Like, this dude's on some pro, I'm going to give you your flowers right now. Like, this dude's on some pro level. Like, check this out. So I showed her your whole part. And she was like, holy, like, she respects skateboarding, right? So I showed her your part, and then, like, when it come to the end, you do switch blunt on Mel 12, and I'm like, that was switch, like, that's insane. And then the switch from Biggie in Barcelona into the big ass bank, and then you're like, fuck off. Like, I don't know.
Thank you. I appreciate that for showing it.
And there's 2 more tricks in that. Like, the whole part's great. And there was one clip, actually, the fakey big flip into that, like, bridge bank. I was there for that one.
You were there?
I was there for that one, yeah.
I
remember that night. It was raining.
That's actually funny.
I was there for that one.
Yeah. If you want to get into this one, since we're talking about the part, it's not like...
Of course
since you were there, I didn't know you were there, and I don't want to make this this podcast about me, but I think if you were there, you probably remembered I had a sourpuss bottle on that day.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but it was pretty jokes.
Dude, I
I
just
was the
remember
first
that every
like,
time you were down
jokes.
here was jokes.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought you might have remembered, but
Yeah, that shit's funny. I remember
yeah,
it was like raining that day. I don't remember where we were coming back from because we were like on the way home and then we just kind of saw it. And you were like, "Yeah, I think I could skate that." It was like it's not even a spot. Like nobody skates that. It just fakey big flipped into it randomly. And then Eric and Jordan filmed like a fisheye and a long lens.
yeah,
But there was that clip that I really liked just because I was there. And then there's also that big spin front nose on that out rail. Where is that? Ottawa?
in Montreal,
It's
that
in
blue
Montreal?
rail.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fucked. That's so
yeah, I
fucked.
like that.
Yeah, that one got me. I was like, yo, that's insane. But yeah, good shit, bro. Like people who
Thank
don't
you,
know, they need to know. Cause yeah, you're really good at skateboarding, bro.
thank you.
Hell
That's nice of you.
yeah. I got it.
You're
Yeah.
good. You're good too.
I try my best, but there's levels to this shit. But yeah, dude. Also, big spin front nose, big spin out. Where's that out ledge? It's like
In Montreal.
That's a Montreal spot too.
Yeah, yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, that clip was sick. But yeah, that would
That
have
was a
been all.
classic spot. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people skated. I always wanted to like back in the day. I've never skated Montreal though. Somehow,
No.
somehow I've never skated Montreal. I'd always be so jealous when like Eric and Cole and I think Jordan would like go down and hang out with you, skating in Montreal back in the day, like when we were young, and they'd come back and like make like the Montreal montage, and you switch heeled that indoor 10 stair in the video. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'd be like, fuck,
Yeah,
all those spots look so fun.
Yeah, that was fun. A weekend in Montreal.
Yeah.
That's such a classic Eric video. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows about.
All
So
and like all these videos, I remember being at Eric's house because I used to go to his house so much and be like watching him edit the videos or even just giving some input here and there, like, oh, this clip should go there, or like this song would be sick, or do this, whatever, and he would obviously be in control of the full edit, but it was just cool to kind of bounce ideas off each other every time because we hung out so much.
yeah, how did that make you feel being beside Eric and just being able to help
Dude.
him out with certain of these videos?
It was so sick. Like at the end of the day, we're just chilling and doing what we enjoy doing, which is just making skate videos, right? So being able to hang out with my friends, and it wasn't just Eric. Like Jordan would be there, and we'd have other homies. Like Cole would just be chilling, playing Skate 2 or Skate 3 on the TV, and we would just be just having a good time. And it was sick to be creative all at the same time while hanging out with your friends.
Hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of learning too, and just I guess a lot of learning and having fun together, which creates even more learning.
Yeah, it was just like constant evolution of like how our styles developed with editing, and we've seen how
Mhm.
Eric's gone with his editing style. Like it's taken off. It's great. Same with Jordan as well. And then even mine. Like I learned a lot just by being in those rooms with those guys.
Hmm.
But yeah.
What would you say would be the most valuable thing you've learned by being in these rooms at that time?
That's a hard question. That's a hard hitting question. I'd say consistency. Because these guys were so on it. Because they were like, as much as like, yeah, I would have a camera and I'd film and I'd always edit videos. My thing was like editing. That's my favorite part of the whole situation of making a video. But Eric and Jordan were so consistent on always having the camera out and then taking that footage and then creating projects. And being around that helped kind of install that consistency in myself. And it's not something that I really picked up on that was happening in those days. Like I didn't know like, oh, by sitting here beside these guys, like I'm getting consistent because I'm learning. It's like it wasn't even like that. We're just chilling. But when I look back on it, it's like, no, that actually did help kind of create my mindset towards how it is to be a video creator.
Yeah, now that you're saying it, I can definitely see that because, bro, that was insane what they were doing. Like putting
Yeah.
out VX videos with Mark One,
Yeah.
this was like so inspiring. Like every week there would be like a YouTube montage, like, and
Always.
I can relate too because like when I was a kid and I would just go out and I would film and you come like yesterday. This is like a whole nother subject, but yesterday it has to do with editing.
Hmm.
Yesterday I was speaking to Skate Nomad.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I've
So
like
I was
seen it.
speak Yeah, I was speaking to him yesterday, and I was asking him if there was a way he can edit faster
Mm-hmm.
so he could have more time, right?
Right.
Because it's a lot of videos, right?
Yeah.
He's like editing a lot, right? And I feel like when you don't have a job, and which I'll say editing is a full job, and
100%.
what Skate Nomad is doing is a full job. Just to make things clear that I didn't say that it wasn't a job. It is a full time
Oh,
job.
it's a lot of work. Like you'll work
But
hard. You'll work longer hours than damn near
anybody,
most.
yeah, anybody.
Yeah.
So when you're a kid, you're doing what you love, but you are putting in the work as a full
Yeah.
time
You're
job.
you're creating like work ethic from young age, which not a lot of people get. Like, and it's not like a disrespect to like kids who are coming up, like they do sports like hockey or soccer or basketball, whatever it is. Like, you go in and do your thing, but for skating it's a little different, and maybe like any sport, like even like if you're BMXing or whatever the hell it is, but we come from skating. But
Mhm.
those that kind of teaches you how, when you're making these videos, it teaches you work ethic as well,
Yeah,
which
like
is pretty sick.
insane, and so yeah, like what they were doing, and like I personally know because I was out having a camera and just like uh, doing the same thing, but they were just doing it like on a level where everything was so nice. They got the fire burns, or well, how do you
All
not
those
the fire
the
burns, but
film
the
burns.
the film burns, and they were like, "Whoa, that's so cool!" They got best editing, like so inspiring. Big ups to Jordan and Eric for
Yeah,
Jordan Moss and Eric Valentik for the
yeah,
people
yeah.
that might not know.
And
But
they're still, to this day, they're still killing it. Still
oh yeah,
100% locked into, making skateboarding content and other stuff too. They do other projects, but they're still heavily in skating, which is sick. Like they should be. Like these are the guys that definitely should be farther in my opinion. Not to say that they're not far in, but like, man, these are some of the best filmers in the world, and I'm not just saying that because they're my friends.
I'm
But I,
saying it too.
but like we watch. How many videos do we watch? Like how many skate videos do we really watch on YouTube? And most of the footage that I see is not filmed at the quality or like the skill with the eye that Eric and Jordan have. You know, like they've just always been so fucking good at it. They should be filming like
Thrasher videos.
literally
Oh wow, I love
more.
to put them out up there and give them their credit.
100%.
They deserve it so much. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad you bring that up
Yeah.
because I mean, I feel like for myself, it plays a big role
Mhm.
in my skateboarding because they've helped me out so much,
Right.
and I feel like they've helped out like so many other people too.
Yeah.
And for you to see that and have that consistency, I can definitely see that it brought consistency into your own like work.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't even like know it was happening, but when I look back on it, it's like, oh shit, like all that time spent was creating a work ethic in me and them, just collectively doing what we enjoy doing, which is really cool to look back on.
Yeah,
And have carry with
definitely.
me forever. And it took me to going to college, like it took me to getting jobs out of it. Now, just everything, everything comes from skating and filming skating, editing skating.
And so I got another question for you. I like how we're taking this conversation differently
Yeah,
than the other episode, and I feel like if people want to watch the other episode, I don't mind sending it. You
yeah,
know,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, it can be cool if we got some Behan fans or some Jordan and Eric. I'll do it. So, do you think your parents knew that you were creating a work ethic while you were in the background editing skate videos? Or did
um,
they not see it? Or did they see it as you losing your time? Or
my
maybe just like not taking certain things seriously? Or.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's like so normal, right? For like parents to look at skating and be like, "What the hell are you doing, bro?" Like, do your homework. Which I definitely slacked on a lot of my homework growing up. But there was a time where, and this is like younger years, like maybe middle of high school, where maybe they saw it as that, where okay, what's he doing? He's not doing his homework. He's skipping school and all this stuff. But I was skipping school to go skate most of the time. But they get phone calls home from the teachers and stuff like, "Oh, Justin wasn't in third and fourth period," and like all that shit, you know. And
Yeah.
so there was, I'm sure they've never told me, but I'm sure there was a time where they were probably like, "Okay, what's going on here?" There maybe a couple times they took away my skateboard and be like, "This is distracting you." But it didn't last very long at all because I would always find a way to get my board back anyways, and I'd still go skate. But then they would see the videos that we'd put out, and I think they'd maybe not understand it, but they'd respect the quality of the videos that we were making and editing, and they saw that I really enjoyed it. So they're like, "Well, he's good at it, and he enjoys it. Maybe let's just see what happens. Maybe it leads into something else." And then after high school, we were filming State Your Name and things like that. So now I'm going on trips. I'm also like getting sponsors now at this point too for skating. So they're like, "Okay, he's actually good at what he does. Let's see how it goes." And so I told him I was going to take some time off after high school. I took like 3 years after high school. And I'm like, I just want to skate and kind of figure out what I want to do. I want to film videos and see what's going on. And after that, I want to go to college. I just want to have this break right now. And they're like, "Okay, well, you have a plan." So they didn't knock it at all. I worked some part-time jobs and stuff to have some money in my pocket. But yeah, so all that kind of just led me to going to college, and then they said, "Well, skateboarding is the reason that brought you there, so how could we?" I mean, they had no problem with it. My portfolio to get into college was State Your Name, because I was a big editor on that video. Like me and Eric and Jordan were editing a ton of that, so my name's in there as credit. So that's what I used to get into college, skateboarding. You know.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
Yeah.
my family always backed it. They didn't understand it 100%, but they backed it, and yeah, they know they saw the passion, I guess.
That's really cool how
Yeah.
they recognized it at one point and
Yeah.
they
To
were
the
able to support you.
to this day, I still don't think they fully get it. It's hard to get it though. I mean, if you're not a skateboarder, it's very hard to understand 100% what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But to at least like be like, okay, I respect it, and I see it from that standpoint. Like that was pretty cool of them to do. They always supported me with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. And so I'm glad how we went from naturally from slub bucks around like slub bucks, finesse, slub bucks, and then to State Your Name, which you had a part in with Tatum.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I think we started filming for State Your Name maybe in like 2010, something like that. It was pretty much right after Slubbucks had ended. And actually during Slubbucks too, I remember like some footage was getting kind of crossed over. Some would be saved for Slubbucks so we could go into people's parts because there was like, we're all skating with the same people for the most part. And then some footage got saved for State Your Name. And then, yeah, I remember Eric putting out, or not even putting it out, he was editing the first trailer for it with that Thug's Mansion song by Tupac.
Yeah.
He was making that little promo, and I was at his house when he was editing it, and I had some clips. I did like a switch nose Manny front shove at Roy Thompson, and Eric put it in the promo and like put my name there, and I was like, yo, I'm actually like having a full part in this video, like, cause I didn't have a full part in Finesse or Slumbucks, but
Yeah.
I'm now getting a chance to have a full part, which I didn't even end up having a full part. I shared a part, but shout out to Tatum because that part was sick. I enjoyed sharing it with him, and yeah, no, I was just like super stoked to be able to finally put all my clips into like a part. I was hyped on that. And then going to California with all those dudes and filming out there, even though I rolled my ankle pretty badly and couldn't even skate for more than half that trip, it was just nice to like have that experience with a bunch of friends, sleeping 8 people in a 2-bed, crappy, tiny little motel room, where, yeah, that shit was just so ghetto. But it was a cool experience to have. Like, I could look back on it now and be like, we did that. I wish we did more, but it was fun. It was cool to have that as part of like the whole state your name era.
Yeah, the project. It's cool that you guys went there and just like were able to go out there as a crew together and just
Yeah, it was sick.
get it going, get some clips, and make the video look different, and just
Yeah.
hang out.
Shout out to Kevin Teo. He was the MVP of that trip.
I
Kevin
think
Teo,
I
where are
remember
you,
that.
bro?
What's that?
I said, Kevin Teo, where are you?
Yeah, what's up with Kevin?
I don't know, bro. He was the chosen one, man. Kid was so good.
He was.
Yeah, but his part was super sick. Probably my favorite part in the video. And then
So you want to be hardcore?
Yeah.
Head to the back.
So
Yeah.
good. So good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
really.
that was that whole time, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good
Nice,
shit.
nice. And so, do you have any favorite tricks from your part? And
Yeah, my favorite trick from that part probably be the Fakey Manny Fakey flip at the Eurobread spot in Etobicoke. I don't know if that spot's still there. I want to go back. It might be gone, but that spot was so fun. I loved it. And then the Fakey Big Heel manual on the Morningside, or Doritos, as the kids are calling it these days. Doritos Manny Pad.
yeah, that fakey big old man, huh?
Yeah,
That was good.
thank you.
Yeah.
I remember waking up that morning. I slept at Eric's that night, and it was so early. And you know Rob Echeverria and Peanut?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Rob and Peanut, and I can't remember who else. Might have been Jordan, actually. They came and picked me up from Eric's house, and Eric stayed in bed. And then we went at like maybe 10:30, 11 in the morning to that spot, and I did it that day. So that was cool.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, those probably my favorites. And I guess like my ender was cool, but my ender was cool, but I ended up one-upping it a lot of times later on. So I was like, yeah, it's cool, but I flipped out of it later on and stuff. So like the Fakey 5, the Fakey Manny.
Yeah, tell us for the people that don't know what that ender is.
Yeah, I did at the post office. I do Fakey 5-0, drop down to Fakey Manny off a curb, which the curb's really low, but yeah, I learned that trick on film that day and it ended up becoming my ender, which was cool. At that time when I did it, I was like, holy fuck, that's like the most tech trick I've ever done, like a ledge drop down from your nose to your nose, Fakey.
Mm-hmm.
I was hyped on that one.
When the first time I talked to you, I wanted to ask you if that was inspired by Rick Howard in Fully Flared. It was?
It was.
Yeah.
And the flip out that I do later on is 100% inspired by it.
Nice.
Yeah, like when
that's cool.
Yeah, when I was doing it, like that's what I was picturing in my mind. Like I just gotta do it like that. And every time I've done that trick, because I've done it at a couple spots. Every time I do it, I just think about his Rick Howard's ender.
You think about the Rick Howard ender?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That trick, it was his ender, but to me it was like it always just seemed doable for me because I do a lot of fakey back truck tricks.
Yeah.
So like I think I can do that.
That's cool. I feel like this is like it's so remarkable because it's like the ender of like Rick Howard, and I feel like if this trick might be like kind of like branded, I guess, after Rick Howard, since it was like such a legendary video and it's like his last trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Go
No,
ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like for Rick Howard, there's like two tricks that inspired me from him. There's the fakie 5-0 fakie manis, and the fakie big heels, the Rick flip.
Mm.
Like those are, well, him and Day One for Rick flips, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't know they called that like that.
yeah. They always call it a Rick flip.
Brick flip.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You wanna hear something that maybe not everybody knows? It's related to a fakie 5-0. So one time I was at Peace Park.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Devin filming. Matej, is that how you call him?
Matty
Matej
Tamiska?
Tamiska.
Yeah, yeah.
He did fakie 5-0, like fakie nose grind, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it, to fakie Manny on Peace. And I remember JP Berdar was like, he's a homie from Montreal. He was like,
I remember the
"Oh
name.
man, dude, fakie flip out," and that's like Rick Howard's ender, you know.
That's crazy because I've like I said, I've never skated in Montreal, and I've always wanted to go to Peace Park, and I've always wanted to do that trick at Peace Park. I don't know if it's probably been done by now, but just growing up, I always wanted to do that there.
That there, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if it's been fake flipped out, but
it
fakie.
probably has. Nowadays, like kids are crazy. That shit's probably easy for people now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And so, other than that, Tatum, what trick for Tatum
Oh, easy. Nollie heel. His ender.
into the bank?
Yeah, because I was there that day, and that spot, the filming doesn't do it justice. Like, that bank is fast. You go very fast down that thing, and there's a curb at the bottom, so you get, like, a speed wobble once you drop off it at the end. And it was so windy that day. Like, it was the windiest day. It's funny, because, you know Manchild on Girl? He's a pro for Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go on trips with Manchild, so
Oh, really?
I know him.
Okay, true. Yeah, he was there, and I think he either tried or did switch front big spin into that bank that day too. I think he might have tried it. I don't know if he did it, but yeah.
I think I've seen that footage.
Maybe, yeah. It was probably like a clip of the day, or maybe just you were just at the house, whatever, and you saw it. Eric showed it to you, or Jordan, whatever it was. But yeah, Tatum's nollie heel. That's my favorite trick in that. In the whole part, the whole part itself, like mine and his, that is beast. It was so sick.
Cause you saw it, the trick, and then you saw it live. So I guess it's like.
I watched it happen, and then right after he did it, we went to Panda Express after and got Chinese food. Dude, that was a good day.
So that creates the memory. Yeah.
Dude, I remember it so well. There was a dog on the other side of the fence at the top of the run up and everything. Like, it's so vivid. I remember everything.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that was a good day.
Yeah. And so what would you say would be another state your name memory or a clip you liked in the video that stood out for you? Or like a memory or like a memory or clip, yeah.
Yeah, Mitch Donovan. Courthouse ledges. I remember being there for hours one day, and he does the line tray flip nose slide, and then nollie heel front tail to fakie, and then switch flip after on flat. That was the craziest line I've ever seen.
It was crazy. I don't know if I was there,
Were you there?
but one time I was in Toronto and we went skating. And we went skating by 5:00 because we were with Eric. So, like, I don't know, like, it was a long time ago. Like, I don't know if it's still like that, but it was kind of jokes, you know. I have a photo. I remember because I shot a photo and it's like, you see, it's like written 5:00 and it's like, it's the day Dylan Barnes does the back tail and the 50 backs on 180 line.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if it's the same day, but I think I do remember Mitch trying to do 3 flip nose slides that day.
I can't remember if he took
And
more than one day.
like,
to do
I'm
that
not gonna
one.
blame Eric for 5:00 because I don't know if it's because of him.
It was probably a collection of everybody because we were all out late, up and out late, like in those days.
Yeah.
Just staying up until like 5 a.m. every night, editing, and just smoking weed and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were just lazy. And then we finally get out and cop clips. But I don't remember if Mitch tried that line. And he might have. Shit. If he tried that line more than one day. But the day he did do it, I remember being there for hours. Cole was there. He fell asleep on the ledge at one point. There's a clip of Cole just like on the ledge, like pretty much asleep.
Wow.
We were there for a while.
That's epic.
But when he did it, I was like, just the way he was doing the tray flip nose slide so consistently, and then to have to do like a nollie heel tail on that ledge, it's not low, and then like pop out to fakie on like the higher part of the ledge because it goes up and then it's like a drop kind of.
Yeah.
And when he landed the switch flip after, I was like, let's fucking go, bro. It was so sick.
That's such an epic line.
And just the way it was edited in his part and everything too. Like,
yeah.
Both those courthouse lines he does, it went so well.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's like that whole part is just really beautiful.
Yeah, that's I said Kevin Tio's my favorite part in that video, but it's like a tie between Tio, John Koss, and Mitch. Those three are like the ones.
Yeah, there's so many parts that are just...
They're crazy. They're all good.
Yeah, they're all good. And they're all really filmed good, so...
Yeah.
The whole video is just like... so nice, just like what we were saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. Other than that, Nolly Hill, everything was filmed good. I don't know, you said it didn't do it justice, so...
No, it's not even that it was filmed bad. It's just the spot. Like, you have to be there.
It was filmed HD, and...
Yeah.
I think there's like a fisheye angle too, right?
I think like fisheye long lens, and there's like a straight on HD tripod angle. And
Yeah.
And then there's like the side angle, like where you like you see him running in and curve, and I think that was VX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked good to my eye when I watched it. It's just that you said it might didn't do it justice.
I just know like I'm not that kind of skater, so whatever. I just rolling down that thing was gnarly. To have to like go full speed in the wind and nollie heel into it is wild.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, it was sick. Shout out to Tatum Dorder. He's killing it right now.
Yeah, he's in Vancouver, right?
Yeah, I see his clips. He's killing it.
Nice. Yeah, I see some clips too.
Yeah.
Big ups, Tatum! Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Alright, so from there on, from State Your Name, you had a Switch video, I think, right? Welcome to Switch?
Yeah, so like right after State Your Name, I got sponsored by West 49. Shout out to Passy Posty, he put me on. And this all leads into like the Switch thing as well. But he put me on West 49. And then like that was actually really sick because I was like getting Dwindle was hooking me up with like cliche boards and stuff like that through West 49. There was like this whole program that like me, Jermaine, Tatum, and Ricky Gwynn were all on.
Okay.
And that was cool. But then it kind of fizzled out like after maybe a year. Like the whole program got cut. It all just stopped. And then I don't know, I was kind of just over it because Passy was making his way out of being like the team manager for West 49. And I've always wanted to ride for Switch. It's the local shop. I've been going there since it came out in 2005. Like I was there on the grand opening day, and I just don't think I was ever good enough to be on the team. I was always kind of playing keep up or playing catch up with all the homies. I was never as good as everybody else. I wasn't bad, but I was just like I progressed a little slower. At least I found, in my opinion. But after West 49 and State Your Name, I hit up BHAG and I was like, is there any way, like, is there any chance I could get on? Like, I would love to be on the team and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. Like, I think it's a good time to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
And so I got on Switch in 2014. I think it was 2014. It's been like 10 years now. So I've been on Switch now for like 10 years. And yeah, BHAG's always hooked it up. And then he helped me get stuff through Center Distribution. Through like Dave Larkin, I was getting like Diamond and Grizzly stuff, so that was really cool. And
that's
then,
nice.
Yeah, it was sick, and I've been enjoying riding for Switch ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put out the part. We had like a welcome part. I actually put out 2 welcome videos.
For Switch?
Yeah, I put out 2. I put out a street part and I put out a park part at the Arc.
Okay.
I put out two because I'm like, all right, I have this whole street part filmed, but that was in the days where we were always making Arc edits because Arc was still pretty new. At this point,
Mhm.
it was only like a year or two old, and so Chris McMaster, he filmed my whole Arc video for Welcome to Switch, and then I wanted to have the street part to go too. So it's like anything that I couldn't do in the streets, I'm like, I could get some more tech shit at the park.
That's nice.
Yeah, so we put out both on. I don't know if it was the
So
same day or within a couple days of each other.
so do you think your clips count in the skate park?
Not like the way they count in the streets, no, but like,
It's just I'm
but
saying this. I would love going to the, how can I say that? I would love filming like montages and videos. It's just
yeah,
that this thing popped up because you know that thing Shredder News.
yeah. I've
I
seen
just
them.
saw that they posted like
Oh, well,
Peter Smolik says your tricks don't count if you're doing it in the skate park. I didn't like read the article or anything. I just
just
saw
the
it and
headline.
it kind of made me think about that. It was just funny.
If Peter Smolik
Yeah.
says so, well, shit. I guess I can't argue it, right?
Yeah. But is that still online? Because that for sure is just like, I just feel like it's still
Yeah,
fun to watch, and
yeah. That's
you're
the
skateboarding, you're having fun. Who gives a
yeah. It's still
yeah
online, and just that park was a place where I was like just learning a lot more tech tricks that you can't always find like a good street spot to do it.
yeah
So I was just learning so many hard tricks that I couldn't film anywhere else, and I'm like, well, fuck, like I got them all here. I can do these tricks. Like, let's make something sick where I could just show what I can do.
yeah. And if it's filmed good and too,
Yeah,
it's
and
like fun.
we put like
People,
effort into it too, so it was sick.
yeah. Yeah, nowadays people do it on Instagram, so
Yeah,
why not do it like a welcome to a welcome part, at the skate park? So
yeah, and I just wanted to do both. I just wanted to like kind of go the extra mile and be like, all right, I can put out a street part and call it a day, or I can like work on two projects, and to me, it's just two times the amount of fun.
yeah. So do
Why
you
not?
think I feel like from what I can feel and understand, I feel like right now, um, you're just like kind of like being really appreciative of what Switch was able to give you this opportunity to be on the
Hmm.
team, and you, as much as you were having fun on on your board, as much as it's like, hey, why not do that, and just like I can have some fun, I can do my tricks, and it's like even more for you guys and for me, and just like it just I feel like it just makes it better. What do you think?
Yeah, no, that was it. It's like I just want to show that like, it took me a while to get on this team. I'm gonna show them like I'm a hard worker. I'm not just gonna be a one and done. Like I'm out here in the streets, but I'm also skating the parks all the time, and I even helped out with like the Switch skate camp, teaching kids how to skate. So I was just like always trying to be a team player and show like I'm here and like I'm here to represent Switch 100%, and if that means making tons of projects and just being a part of the skateboard community around Durham and just like being a friendly face and getting myself out there more, why not? Why not?
Hmm.
Yeah, so just and I think that also comes down from like the work ethic growing up, right? It's like I always want to be doing something. I don't want to just be stagnant.
Hmm.
And I've tried to take that into like everything else that I've done too, just in life. I feel like just we've even yourself and I'm sure every skateboarder who's been doing this a long time, as we get older, can relate to it. It's like you take that work ethic and you start treating other things like your skateboarding. It's like I'm gonna take that same ethic and put it into this and put it into this and have passions outside of skateboarding that I can put that same sort of energy into it,
Yeah.
and it kind of helps because skateboarding doesn't last forever. I'm not going to be as good at skateboarding as I was when I was 22 or 23, whatever, but I can
Hmm.
take that same energy and put it into other things too. So that work ethic has carried with me since I was young.
That's beautiful to hear that what you've learned over there. Like in those editing rooms, and not only there, but has has really helped you out today.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah. And so, can you tell us more about the video part with you and Jermaine more
Oh, yeah,
on your YouTube channel?
there is that part as well. Yeah, so that's another part that we
So I
did.
guess is that like
That's another part. Yeah, so that's not the Welcome to Switch part. That's like another one.
yeah, but that's Welcome to Switch and kind of like after.
That's like after now like I'm on Switch, Jermaine's on Switch now at this point too. And yeah, we're just skating a lot. We're filming a lot with Chris McMaster at this time and Eric as well. And but I think it was mostly Chris at this time. And we're just going on a lot of filming missions and just getting tricks and it was I think that's the video where Jermaine does the nollie flip on that 13 stair. I can't remember.
No, no, no. That's more. That's older. But he
No,
does
no,
that
not Durham 12. It's like a 13 in Mississauga. It's like this white stairs. Not
I
Durham
think
12.
that's yeah. That's one of the some of the. I think that's one of the last tricks. Close to
Yeah.
one of the last tricks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I think
I filmed one of the angles. It's like a side angle, and then Eric filmed it fisheye.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think
I
so.
just remember those times like I felt for me like that was in my kind of prime. I guess like clips were happening easy.
I think it's like more of a recent part.
Oh, you're talking about the newest one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I just put out like a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Fast forward, because me and Jermaine have had so many videos together since we were young.
Okay.
Me
So
and
there was a part before.
yeah, yeah.
In between.
There's been a few parts of me and Jermaine together.
Okay.
But yeah, if we have to talk about this one, Ryan Buxton filmed that one, and that was all filmed in last year. That was all filmed last year, 2023. And yeah, I mean, I don't feel as good on my board. Tricks aren't coming as easy now at spots at this time, but I still want to do it. Like it's still fun for me to go out and work on a project skateboarding. I'm still a skateboarder, you know.
Mhm.
So we were just going out, whatever, for the year, and we put up that little. It's like a 2.5 minute video, 2.5 minute video part. And yeah, it was fun to work on. We're gonna make another one this year. Probably not a shared part, but I want to film another full part. Jermaine's already started on his new part, which is sick. I've got some clips. Maybe I'll show you after this call what Jermaine's got.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that.
he's got some good clips in Ottawa right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's in Ottawa right now.
yeah, he's living out there right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
so he's got some good clips. I'll show you after.
Yeah, sure. Stay tuned.
But yeah, just yeah, not much to say other than we just had fun filming and whatever came out of it. I just put together out in a little edit because Ryan Buxton put out his own version in like a full length video that he made for YouTube.
Okay.
But I wanted to make. I'm an editor, so I always like editing. I'm that guy who edits his own fucking footage. I'm that guy.
And creates new stuff.
You know, like I know it's like frowned upon, like editing your own footage. It's always been like this thing, but like, fuck, I like it. Sorry, I like doing it. My bad.
Yeah, I do it too.
It's just fun for me, right? So yeah, I wanted to make another edit.
Well, like different edits. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of how I pictured my clips going, because like, there's the filmer who has their vision for your footage, but then there's me as the skater who has the vision for my footage to the whatever song. So that's kind of why I always do. Just have a couple versions.
Yeah, you like to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. I didn't re-edit some bucks or something like that. I just edited the videos that I felt like I need to edit. But
True. Yeah, fair
just
enough.
just to make it clear. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's frowned upon, right? It's like editing your own footage or whatever is like kind of lame.
I mean, if you like editing is the type of thing where if I get on my computer, I kind of have to be like cautious. Is that how you would say?
Cautious
Kind of
for
have
what?
to look at what I'm doing, or else I'll be like, next thing you know, I'll spend like a lot of time on there, and like
Oh,
it's like
okay. So yeah, you just want to be productive.
it was just like, oh, I edited, but it's like, oh, I had some other stuff to do. So now I know, but or else it's just like you're so in the zone and you get like you're just
Yeah,
like creating and it's fun, you know?
yeah. I love that time alone, just editing a video, not just my own footage, but like anything. Once I'm
Yeah.
in editing mode, I'll go for till the sun rises. It's just fun, and it's
Hmm.
productive. It feels productive as well.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
And so can you tell us more about the YouTube channel? You've been posting some more videos on there. What's up
Yeah,
with
bit of a slow week this week on the posts because I don't know if you guys can see in the background, but I built a whole studio. So I've got like a
mm,
podcast studio where I'm not making a podcast. I just wanted to have a space that's like a professional space for not only my YouTube channel, but for like a business that I've started, which we can maybe get into it a little later. I won't talk about it much. But I wanted to have a spot where I can like bring in people and talk about skating and stuff like that, or even just have a spot where I'm not just sitting at my computer like this in my YouTube vlogs. I can go sit in like that chair with like professional microphones now and stuff and good lighting and a little fireplace and pull up clips on a TV. Like, just have it be more engaging and just a better look to it. So I built that. So I've been slacking on putting out the videos this week for YouTube, but it's been fun. Um, a lot of the reason why I was doing the YouTube stuff, or why I'm back on doing the YouTube stuff, and the way I'm doing it is because I've started a business helping people with social media marketing and creator coaching of how to scale people's businesses. But I'm telling my clients that they should be on video and be like the face of their brand and all that stuff like that, which is very important. But it just always felt weird for me. I was like, how can I tell people to do that without leading by example? So I started doing it, and I didn't do it in a way that's like I'm not trying to get clients out of it, although it has happened. But it's more so just for me to be like, look, I'm telling you to do this. It's because I also do it. I believe in that this actually works. It's tried and true. Like, it's trusted. This is the way it is in 2024. You got to be the face, or at least the voice of your brand. People got to be able to put a face to it. And so that's kind of just what I've been on lately, and just vlogging and being comfortable on camera and showing people that it's not as scary or as hard as you think it is. Like putting your face on camera. And I learned a lot of that from being a Twitch streamer. I won't get too heavy to that because it's gonna be too long of an episode if I do that. But I was a
people can have the other episode if
yeah,
they do. I can
exactly.
send it over and we get into the other aspect. And so if you want to keep it a little shorter, like you're saying, like, and I don't
Yeah,
mind if you get into it, but
I just like
it's up to you.
briefly touch on. I won't like deep
Yeah.
dive, but yeah, I was basically a partnered Twitch streamer. So I grew from having no viewers. Me and my girlfriend. I can't just say me. It was me and Shanice. We started a Pokemon channel in the pandemic. We grew our channel really fast. We became the top 1% on all of Twitch, which is amazing. Our channel grew up really big. Became Twitch partner, which means we got a little check mark verification on our account, which means like PokePair, which is the name of our channel. Became like, you are who you are. That's you, and we you killed it basically. So that worked out, and then I just learned a lot by being on camera and how to be comfortable on camera and how to talk to people and things like that, and how to also do business, because a lot of my stream, the entirety of my stream, was selling Pokemon cards, and that taught me how to do business properly with having like proper shop, proper online store, how to do taxes, how to seek product and stock your product and all that stuff like that, how to make connections and properly network with other people in the industry, how to get connections to get product. So I took all of that from Twitch, and now I'm applying that into what I can do with my new business now. And the only reason why I retired it because I just wanted to retire on a high from Twitch. It's like a TV show, So you got to know when to have your season, your series finale. If you go too long, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you should have wrapped it up in season 5," but here we are on season 73, and nobody cares anymore, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get out at that point and be like, "Look, I remember it all for the amazing time that it was, and we had such a cool community, and it was awesome." But I just wanted to move on to working with my camera again in my hands and making edits. Like when I was doing Twitch, it was just 100% live streaming. And I've been a filmer and editor most of my life. I wanted to get back to it. So that's where we're at.
So can you tell us what you started with that?
What do you mean?
Like with the social lookout.
Oh yeah. So I just learned a lot about like how to grow people's social medias and their YouTube channels and things like that, and like proper SEO, tagging, thumbnail strategies, and how to gain clients out of it. So obviously the end goal is to make money. And so I wanted to help people out with what I now know, and especially since I've now done it on Twitch and got a little check mark beside my name verifying like he does know how to grow things, grow social platforms. Like I could literally help people do this, and I could be the person who's editing their videos too and filming their videos for them and then posting it for them, and helping these businesses grow. So like small or big businesses, they all need this stuff. You can't be, and I used this example the last time we talked, but I'll say it again. It's like you have a skate shop, or like let's say you got a board company. You got a board company here and you got a board company here, and one is doing social media and the other one's not. Well, who am I going to buy from if I don't know that these people don't exist? They only exist in their town, and that's as far as their reach goes. But this person's killing it globally because of social media, and algorithms are taking it over, and people are able to find them easier to their online store, all that kind of deal. It's like, well, obviously I'm going to go to this store because I know that they exist. And that's kind of the thing that's happening now these days, and not just now, it's been happening for a while, is you have to be very competitive and strategic with your online presence in a business. You can't just be dark on the internet and hope that you're going to flourish when there's 1,000,001 people doing the exact same thing that you're doing. There's hardly anything as an original idea these days. A lot of people are doing the same things as each other, but you have to do something that's going to stand out. And so if you stand out, a lot of that standout is going to be online. So you got to make that apparent so people can actually find you. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I do to help people. And that's also like what this background's for too. I can help make videos like coaching and things like that, which will be like on the back end of my website. But yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, if people, I guess like, if I'm trying to see how I'm trying to see how we can close it. I feel like I have maybe like another question.
Sure.
But so I guess what's next for Justin? And I guess where can people, if people are interested in learning more about the Social Lookout, where can they find it? I know it's a skateboard podcast and you don't want to mix too much of it.
Yeah, I don't want to bore people and have people like, as I understand the game. As soon as this stuff comes up, that's when people click off the video.
Of the video, yeah. So, but I mean.
But yeah, no, it's like if you wanted to find me and what's next for me, it's like I'm gonna continue. This business is in like a building phase right now. Like I'm still getting it off the ground. It's pretty new, although I have been helping people. It's still pretty new, so I'm just kind of getting it up and running right now, which is going very well. I'm enjoying it. So that's what I'm foreseeing for my future and my girlfriend's future. We own the company together. So we're just gonna keep doing that. Like we've set her computer up here as well. This is an office space now, so she's working with me here too. And if people want to find it, if they want to learn more, the Social Lookout on Instagram or thesociallookout.com. You can check it out there too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. And for skateboarding, what's next? because look, I mean, if the people that are gonna stay are gonna stay, and the people that are gonna, if they feel like they cut it off, like you're saying over there, well, they're gonna miss one question.
Apologies to those who. I get it. Like there's things that I don't give a fuck about too, and I click off the video. I get it. It's normal. It's normal. So sorry to anybody who was like, I don't care about this. Go back to talking about skating.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. And so skateboarding wise, what would be next for Justin?
The YouTube channel. So like, it's still a big thing that I want to do. I still want to grow my channel. I wish I never took such a big break from it. But I'm enjoying it right now. So just making more vlogs, putting out like trick tips or whatever, and montages, filming in the streets. I'm definitely gonna be filming. I want to film another part this year. So there's a lot of skating to be done. So it's gonna be a busy ass time. This year is gonna be very busy. It's gonna be a busy life. Because I have to be able to balance all of my enjoyments and working as well, which is a big enjoyment for me. But skating is important to me. My whole thing is like, I still want to be able to do good kickflips when I'm 50 years old. So as far as me, not skating, it's not an option. I'll still always be skating all the time.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get on those health tips.
And that's why we've been drinking the greens every day.
Yeah.
I slacked off a little bit this week, I'm not gonna lie, on working out, because this whole room, there was no room. It was just mess. And this is like where I do everything inside my house. So I had no space. But now that everything's kind of, calmed down and things are sorted and organized now I can get back into it and like doing some calisthenic workouts, like full body weight workouts and things like that. Just to like maybe lose a little bit of weight and maybe put on more muscle so I can have like more of an athletic build, which I think will actually help me with skating. That's like the whole reason why I want to be healthy too, is to kind of help me with my skating too and not feel so like old.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing. People want to get healthy to skate,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, for myself that's what it was. But I think like if people want to skate, they're not going to be skating if they don't have their health, and if they don't have their health, they're not going to skate.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, and if they're not skating, it's because they don't have their health.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just gets harder as the older you get, right? I mean, people get busy, they have jobs, they have families, they have kids, like all of it, right? So it's easy to let go of maintaining your body and actually going out and skating just because of like, time. But it's all about finding the balance, right?
Yeah.
It's all possible. You just have to make time and make sacrifices at the same time.
Yeah, to keep doing what you want to do.
Keep doing what you want to do, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. And I'm super hyped that we got like a second version in. Yeah, and if everybody wants the other version, I can put it like private or something like that, or maybe just like uncut or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's
right?
similar, but at the same time, there was a lot of different things that we talked about. There was things that I remembered differently this time around.
Yeah, so it's always good.
And if you don't want to watch it, I get it.
Yeah, for the fans.
Oh, good.
Fans. Yeah. So, all right. Thank you, Justin. And
Thank you.
Yep. You have a beautiful day. And love you, broski. Thank you for helping me out with OBS.
Yeah, man. Anytime you need help, just let me know. I mean, I'm always in here. So if you want to just message me, call me, whatever it is, I'm always down to help troubleshoot some issues if you need.
Cool. Thank you. And if everybody wants to follow you.
Oh yeah, if you guys like want to follow me on like Instagram or YouTube, Justin Behan. That's where you can find me on Instagram and YouTube. Just my name, and the channel should pop up on YouTube at the top there, and Instagram is no underscores or anything like that. Just easy to find me.